Hi, so in our project we have to create a website like user form that will work like canvas. So there will be login page, home page, people, quiz, grades. So for those page you need some information. So we are using this spreadsheet as the database. So in the login page we have username, email ID and password. So if a person gives his username or email ID with password, and if it matches, then we can let the person go inside the website. So this is the information for the home page. Actually we are not giving any kind of option to download the information. It's just like they have some item, they can choose some item and they can see what information under that item. So I just use some dummy text, that's it. And the code should be dynamic, so that if a TA or a faculty uh, introduce some new information, like if I introduce week 3 and some more information here, it should work. And then we have ID, name, role, email ID for the people section. For the quiz section we have two quiz, lecture quiz 1, lecture quiz 2. We can add more, that's fine, and your code should be dynamic so that if I add more it should work. So the password is given here. There are 5 questions. First 2 questions are true false, and this is the answer. And the third and fourth question is multiple choice question. These are the options and these are the answer. The last question is a text box question, so a user is going to give some input. So if the input is 10, so you'll get point, otherwise not. So on the grade page, you don't need to make it for student to student different, because it will make it more complex. So here the title, points and the full points. So these are the title of your grade, and some points are given, some are not, and these are the full points. So let's see how the website works. So let's start with the login page. So we have login, under construction, quiz page, people, home, grade. So the login page has the login address. It's asking for login address. So if I give correct login address, or I can give just my user ID, both will work. So if I give the correct password, it should go inside. Okay, and one more thing is, when you are in the login page, so if you go to the login, okay, now it will not work. Okay, I'll show you later. So here there are three courses: engineering 1412, chemistry and physics. These two are just dummy, these two doesn't work. So when you click, it just shows that page is under maintenance, so you can go back to dashboard. So this is the same page, is under maintenance, dashboard. So you can only click this one and it works. So let's see. So this is the engineering 1412 home page. So you can choose any week. So this is syllabus information, week information, week 2 information. So whichever you choose, the information should be shown here. And by default it's a syllabus in home. Then we can go to the people. So in people we have all the information about all role, TA, student, faculty. Interesting thing is the filter. Here we can choose different role and see who are the member. And then we have grade. So grade is just a list box I used with 3 column, and you have to publish the grades here taking from the spreadsheet. And when you click the download report, it should work. So it will create an external file, so it will look like this. So all the numbers, and also you have to calculate the percentage out of only those one which are graded. Don't consider the others, because otherwise it will give you a wrong answer and your grade is B. So you can take any consideration, like I took up to 90 plus it's A, 80 plus it's B, 70 plus C, 60 plus D, and otherwise fail. So after that we have quiz. In quiz we have to choose any quiz, so we can choose lecture quiz 2 and then click go. It will ask password. You have to give correct password. If it matches to the password that is saved in the database, you can go inside and see the questions. So here are the questions you have to answer. Which one is the correct answer you think? I don't know, maybe true. Check your luck one more time. Okay, false. If you know VBA but whatever, the answer is student. And who is the next rock star? This is the programmer. And 5 plus 2 equals to 7. So when I click submit, it says that you got 3 out of 5, so okay. But when you go to the grade, you can see that lecture quiz 2 equals to 3. So it's updated in the database, and that information just shows here. And after that you can go to any page you like from any button. Every button must work, and then you have logout. So when you log out, you just go outside. Now you cannot go inside anymore without giving the correct information. So one thing you need to be careful about in the code, like as I shown you, like in the login information, if the faculty wants to add a new student, so I can say a student. So his email ID could be student@okstate.edu. His password could be 333. So what will happen is it should be working without changing the code. So if I write student and the password is 3333, it should work. This is one thing. Second thing is, if you add more people, it should also work. Like if I write R5670000, and let's say this is a new student and his name is Corim Anderson. So I can say K Anderson at okstate.edu. So this is a new student. So let's see if this information takes in my grade or not. So if I run, if I go here, people, yeah, you can see that Cory Menderson is in my list. So if you do by student, yeah, Cory Menderson is there. So it's working. So your code should be dynamic. And then also we can add more quiz, like if I just copy and then paste it here, then it should work. Like and also for the grades is given 5 and 3. Let's suppose I don't want to give any grades for lecture quiz 1 and 2, so it should be work in the actual one. So let's see. So when you go to grade, you can see lecture quiz 1 and 2 is now there is no grade. So if you take the quiz, then the grade will be updated. So that's it. This is how you have to make your canvas, and good luck.